Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Falcons offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're getting this guy lathered up. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Urlacher. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
After that completion, move the sticks. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now on the counter. Nifty little dance step. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time. Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to Davis. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Urlacher. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. The Falcons have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here on 3rd down for this offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
They'll ride the hot hand. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide.
And he will score! Touchdown, Bowling Green! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing.
Sends it downfield. Got it. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, BG.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken it in the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line is set on third down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Power football with the run. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Urlacher. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that 1st down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, the offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like blocks. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it works.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, 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 and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
And the Falcons will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Line gets set, 1st down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Feeling some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team.
4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight, and the returner will be brought down. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work, looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll ride Davis here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.
And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sims.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Looking to throw it again. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Sims. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field.
Get set.
The hand to the running back. Shakes off the defender. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy's had? Scored in their 1st game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
27, Minnesota, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground.
Gonna take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air, it's Urlacher. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going.
Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And the stomping has commenced. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And the returner is stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to make the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets open down the middle. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it again. He's got it down the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Flip it. Check.
Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to Davis. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. The Falcons have enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. A 3rd and long coming up here. Trying to get the edge on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive with this.
Snags it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The give out of the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.